Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna tell you guys how I got my parents to let me dye my hair, because I get that asked a whole lot. Um, or people just like saying they wish they could dye their hair and stuff. So, I know all parents are different. Um, some are like a lot more strict than others, and then others just don't even care. Um, but I'll just let you guys know kind of like my story of how it happened, I guess. Sorry I'm talking kind of quietly. My head hurts a lot. A lot. I watched the Batman movie, like, earlier tonight, this evening. Oh wow, it's like 12 at night. Okay, that's weird. I didn't even know that. But, to carry on, um, so, I would have to say that ever since I was little, like whether or not I really realized it, I always really thought colorful hair was cool, like in pictures and stuff. I like deep down thought colorful hair was cool. I've always been kind of like a quiet kid, quiet child, I guess. So it's like even if other people said they didn't like colorful hair or whatever, or that they thought alternative styled people were weird or strange or anything, I just kind of kept to myself about my opinions. So I've always been like really artistic too. So I don't know if it was like a super surprise to my parents when I first asked if I could dye my hair. I think it might have been a little bit just because I've been such a quiet kid up until like the end of 7th grade. Um, so like 8th grade, I changed completely from 7th. I had a lot of life-changing events happen in 7th grade, so it was like I went from being in middle school to transitioning to the junior high, which was 8th and 9th grade. So I kind of took that as a chance to just kind of uh, be free about who I really was and stuff, kind of like figure out who I was. So I was not allowed to dye my hair in 8th grade though. We'll just get that. We'll just get that right. Okay, I was not allowed to dye my hair. When I first asked my parents if I could dye my hair, they thought I was crazy. They told me no, like flat out no. I asked if I could dye my hair black um, in the beginning of 8th grade because I thought it would look cool or something. Um, so I asked if I could dye it black for Halloween, and I think I tricked my mom into thinking it was semi-demi permanent dye when it was actually permanent box dye. So my hair stayed black for a very long time after that. I basically ended up having it faded and grown out and all patchy and stuff because I'd never dyed my hair before. Um, so that ended up, in the long run, it ended up being a bad experience, but I guess I learned from it. Um, that was 8th grade. Uh, I continued to try and get my parents to let me dye my hair through 8th and 9th grade. After that whole black hair experience, though, they were like, "Yeah, you're not allowed to dye it at all." Then 9th grade came along, and honestly, um, where my mom lives, if you walk a mile or two, there is a Sally Beauty Supply store, and I took some of my, it was either Christmas or birthday money, and I went down there, and I bought bleach, and, black, and I think purple hair dye, and, then I hid it after I did that, and my parents found out that I walked all the way down there, but they didn't know why. So it was kind of a secret that I had the hair dye with me and everything. And one day before my mom came home, after I came home from school, I bleached my bangs because that was my plan, to have black hair with purple bangs. So I ended up with bleach bangs. My mom came home right while I was in the middle of bleaching my bangs, and I stayed in the bathroom for like an hour, and then she figured out that I was doing something I wasn't supposed to. And I rinsed out my hair and then came out of the bathroom, and I was definitely grounded after that. After like a month of having my hair blonde, I think. Not all my hair, my bangs at least. They were blonde for quite a while. I ended up taking the purple hair dye that I had hidden and dyeing my bangs purple. I also was not allowed to do that, so I became grounded yet again. I didn't like care about getting grounded when I was younger. I don't know why. I went through a very carefree phase. I don't know why. But I didn't care about getting grounded, so I was just like, whatever, just ground me. So I ended up with purple bangs, but it only stayed in for like a week because my mom literally went to the store, found brown hair dye, and made me dye my hair back to brown. And it turned my hair all strange colors in the front because she went over the purple with the normal hair dye, and the chemicals just changed my bangs to weird colors and like blues and greens and purples, and it was strange. After that, I think I had black, semi-demi permanent black hair dye that I had hidden, and after I finished using the brown, I put it all in my hair because I hated my hair. Secretly, I didn't. My mom didn't notice a difference in my hair after I did that. It wasn't a huge difference, but it fixed the weird colors in my bangs. So after that, that was interesting. After that year, that was 9th grade. Towards the end of 9th grade. 10th grade, I asked my mom if I could dye my hair natural colors. So like, if you're gonna ask your parents to dye your hair, I don't really suggest dyeing your hair when you're not supposed to, because you can get grounded from stuff, punished and all that crap. But I do suggest asking first to bleach your hair or natural colors, because then it gets them kind of used to seeing you with all natural colors, gets their head wrapped around the idea of you having hair color that isn't your own. So I started doing that. I first had, I had gingery colored hair. It wasn't like ginger hair, it was like reddish tinted brown, I think it was. Then I put black in my bangs, and then later 10th grade I dyed my hair a very, very dark brown, almost black, and bleached my bangs again. So I was mostly changing the color of my bangs and doing natural colors. 10th grade, I think I was 15 in 10th grade. So my birthday is in June, so it's like at the end of every year I get older. So at the end of 10th grade I turned 16, and then later in the summer I asked my mom if I could finally start dyeing my hair. So at 16 they finally start letting me dye my hair after my parents got used to the whole me dyeing my hair idea, I guess. My hair being color that wasn't my natural color. And I had been asking to dye my hair crazy colors for so long, and I had already done it without my mom and dad wanting me to. So they kind of were like, okay, whatever, we're just gonna let you. You're getting older now anyways. So they finally start letting me after I had been 16 for a little while. And maybe 2 months after I turned 16 that they allowed me. So I've been dyeing my hair for about a year now. I've been dyeing my hair unnatural colors for a year now. Like, allowed to be dyeing my hair. So I dyed it purple and all that crap before I was allowed. So, don't argue with your parents about it, seriously, because that'll just make them more mad more of the time and more stubborn. Just try to reason with them. Make sure you know what you're doing. Research. Don't damage the shit out of your hair. Don't bleach and dry the crap out of it. Buying extensions is not a good alternative to, like, extensions cost a lot of money, okay? If they're good ones, usually. Sally Beauty Supply is not cheap for extensions, and eBay is kind of a bitch because you don't always know what you're buying. But seriously, don't fry the shit out of your hair. Make sure you know what you're doing before you do it to your hair. I know hair grows out, but it takes forever to grow it out. My whole summer between 9th and 10th grade, I spent growing my hair out. That was an interesting experience. I'll make a video about that some other night. But, if you can convince your parents that you know what you're doing and that you can keep your hair healthy, trust me, it'll help you a lot in getting them to let you dye your hair colors. For those of you who go to, like, a private school or a school that doesn't allow you to dye your hair, you can still dye your hair. Trust me. Just get a wig. There are natural colored wigs. You can get a wig that's cute and wear it to school and still have your hair dyed underneath. My school lets me. My school doesn't care. My head hurts. So even if your parents are like, well, we want you to have natural colored hair, for, like, around your relatives and stuff, you can wear a wig around your relatives. It's not that bad. Kind of funny, but, because at first my mom was like, oh, well, it's gonna freak your cousins and aunts and uncles and grandparents out, stuff like that, and it did at first, but now they're just used to it. If they love you, they'll let you be creative. I'm not saying that's a good argument to making them let you dye your hair, but it's kind of limiting to creativity. They don't let you, kind of. At least for me it would be, because I love having colorful hair. Oh, my head hurts so much. So, hopefully this helps you guys a bit in letting you color your hair. I just saw something else. If your parents are arguing that they don't want you to because your school won't let you, or you're on, like, a sports team or something and you have to have natural colored hair, like cheerleading or something, or a dance group, a wig is an option. I'm not kidding. They won't know the difference. So hopefully this helps you guys. I know this is a really long video, sorry about that, but I wanted to explain everything, kind of like my whole story and everything. So, I hope this helps. I love you guys, and have fun trying to convince your parents. If they, I don't know, just show them my hair timeline video. If they think you're gonna mess up your hair super bad or something. And you guys can ask me any questions on how to do it to your hair, what to use, all that stuff. So, I'm always here to help, and I know sites that have reviews and pictures of different hair dyes available in your hair. So I'm always here to help. I love you guys, and good luck.